So welcome everybody to Summer Solstice 2025. My goodness, what a time to be alive. And also, what a time to gather under the rays of the sun. I woke up early, Source gets me up early and gets me out to the lake. And it was a cloudy, overcast day, but it's perfect for those God's rays, those rays that really shine and fractal off in the density of the morning mist, the morning ionosphere. So it was such a privilege to wake up. Now, solstice actually happens tomorrow, I think around 10 something at night. So solstice actually, longest day is tomorrow, but 24 hours beforehand, 24 hours afterwards, energy is still vibrant, right? So we're being welcomed by the solstice angels. I'm smiling because there's a chorus of them. They're like, almost like the cliche, a chorus of angels singing our praises, singing our glory. So grateful for you to be here and so thankful for our gathering. We're also joined by the great cosmic mother. She is the representation of every single divine deity that ever has been. So I call her Source. She is the source of creation, of manifesting things into form. So welcome, and also welcome Master Healers. There's Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for being here, all the elementals. And we're welcoming in the angels that really protected the slaves. It's also Juneteenth today, so we're going to dedicate a portion of this healing to the freedom and opportunity that was created for people who were oppressed during part of our human history. And so we're welcoming the angels that's angels of freedom, angels of opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's one other angel I would like to introduce to you. This is Angel Jophiel. Angel Jophiel has been with me since a child. She is angel of illuminating beauty within. And she does this, little word of warning, she does this by showing you what isn't beautiful. Why? When we want to embody beauty, we have to get out of the way things that aren't beautiful within us. So if you get visions, or if you get insight, or if you have things arise, allow them to. She is illuminating them so that you can shine your most beautiful self. So she's going to come into your system on the count of 3, and I'm going to ask her to really densify herself so you can really get the full experience of what she's like. So she's coming into your crown, into your heart and spine on the count of 3, 2, 1. There, so she's strengthening it. And there, it's dissipating. So to me, she feels like a slice of home. She could feel like a warm smile. Some people have said she sparkles, or they get an energetic surge. Whatever you're feeling or sense of her, great. And if you didn't, don't worry at all. Everything is as it should be. So the next thing we're going to do is allow you to set intentions. So say them quietly to yourself. My intention for this session is to send love, send light, send peace to those celebrating Juneteenth. And may this holiday be honored throughout the nation and continue to be honored. That's my intention. And so you have a little bit of time. We're also going to be chanting the sound of Om 3 times. What that does is it brings the vibration of the divine. Om is the vibrational sound of universal divine. And so you can join on your end. Your mics are muted. You can join in on your end and allow this sound to physicalize. It's really great massage for the vagus nerve and the central nervous system. Or you can just allow the vibration to move in, around, and through you, whatever your choice. So we're going to take 3 breaths in, and on the out breath, an elongated sound of Om. You ready? Here we go. First breath in. Om. Second breath in. Oh. And the third breath in. Wonderful. So the solstice angels, great cosmic mother, the master healers, Mother Earth, they want to acknowledge your sacred prayers, your intentions that were revealed in this gathering, this focal point in time. And especially if it's something physical, note what's happening, what's going to happen in the next couple of days. Your prayers will be answered. Mother Mira hears everything and she answers it. It may not be in the way you think and it may not be in the time frame, but she will. You make a prayer here, she's present, she will answer it. So, and that's the promise of the divine to us. When we show up, they show up for us. So setting an intention, especially at this auspicious time of summer solstice and Juneteenth, where we're celebrating and honoring groups of people in their ability to be free, is a special time to really voice your prayers in sacred space. And this is indeed a sacred space. We are in 0 point energy. We're beyond space and time, a portal that is, there's an actual location on the planet Earth in the base of Mount Kailash. There's caves there that near Tibetan mountains that are sacred. People have made pilgrimage for thousands of years. And there's also realms, the divine realm, the sister realm, angel realm, of course, where we're accessing this energy in service to planetary change with quantum alchemy that is earthwork that says, as you heal and change, so heals the earth. And thank you for that today. So we're being welcomed, welcome them right back. Universal grounding is a regulation, it's a recalibration, it's an alignment, again, based on quantum principles. So we're going to start at a real basic place. We're going to start at your root chakra. Whew. And some of you, so root chakras are energy centers. And right now the energy is really, and some of you explained in our previous talk, how the energy is really volatile right now. I call it energetic pollution or energetic chaos or static. You know how television stations back in the day used to just have the snow and static? That's to me sometimes what it feels like. So let's do a big deep clearing on the root chakra right now. There's a lot of congealed pain and frustration there. Not a surprise. We all sit in this soup of collective consciousness, and this soup in our country and even adjacent countries. It doesn't, so energy doesn't really follow borders. Energy just is globally. Heart math, if you've heard of them, has sensors that for a while were measuring the vibrations around the planet. And they, I think, were the ones that when Princess Diana died, there was a huge surge because everyone around the globe reacted. And so that is the vibration of collective consciousness that feels things very deeply. And right now there's a lot of collective consciousness around war, around dominance, around control, around shock and outrage, around injustice. And that's affecting everybody. So it feels like we cleared some stuck energy, some congealed, it feels like it's congealed energy of that kind of negative dissonance, constricted, heavy, dense in the root chakra. And there's some anger, there's some, hold on. There we go. Now for those of you who are new, I'm going to upgrade your grounding cord. Why? Our grounding cords are calibrated to the time we came on Earth, but vibrations are changing now. There's high frequency vibrations coming in, and it's like we're trying to access them with old, outdated hardware. So we're going to go into your grounding cord, and I'm going to create high frequency grounding cords for some of you. Those who already have it are getting an updated high frequency cord, CHORD, to be even more applicable, flowing with high frequency. And this is just going to help you connect to the uncertainty of Earth. I don't know if you've noticed your normal ways of grounding are changing, right? It's not so easy to ground anymore because you're bumping into this kind of congealed energy in the root chakra, and you're most definitely bumping into collective consciousness, this separation consciousness of human karma that sits between you and really deeply connecting to the core of the earth. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Some of you are, this alone is going to make the difference for some of you, because you're going to find it so much easier to center and balance when you try, because we kind of just cleaned out your chakra pipes, and your grounding cord was updated, upgraded. Software 2.0, more like 1011.0. There we go. And for those of you who need it, I'm also going to put in self-cleansing crystals, because energies right now are real volatile. It's not necessarily going to get better because everything is collapsing. Those who are in charge and in control are going to be fighting that collapse. That's patriarchal energy. And so I can't see it getting better anytime soon. But the more people that hold the space for hope, faith, and love, and communion and coming together, the more that dynamic is starting to shift. It already is. Communal groups are forming, coming together, meeting each other, talking, doing things like this. There we go. And these self-cleansing crystals are exactly that. They're like an instant vacuum that's going to pull out energy that's accumulated. And it's like a one-way street. It's like a damper. So it's only going to pull out the energy as needed, and then it's going to shut. There we go. That too is going to make a world of difference as you maneuver and navigate the energies of this transformational earth. Okay, so we're going to start the universal grounding process. Solstice angels really liked that self-cleansing crystal. They kind of giggled at that. Oh, they added their own special, I don't even know, you're going to have to tell me. They added their own special flare? Oh, of course, because they're solstice angels. It's got to be sunny. Oh, so what they did was, oh, this is brilliant. So what they did was, on top of the self-cleansing crystals, which is going to pull out the negative energy, the solstice angels added sunlight. So not only is it clearing out the dense constrictive energy, it's replacing it with light, with plasma. Thank you, solstice angels. See, when we show up, they show up for us. So notice as things come into your life which you normally would react to, they're kind of dissipating. And in its place, you're finding more of an opportunity to see the light. That's exactly what they just did in the root chakra. Beautiful gift. Amazing gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to start at the center of the earth. So we're going to use these new grounding cords. There you go. And so we're taking an express elevator and we're going to go through the chair, the ground, the floor, sub-basement into the topsoil of the earth and through the various layers of the granite, the water tables, into the very molten core. And you know what's there? There's the heart of Gaia. For some, she looks like a crystalline ball, others a ball of fire, others a beautiful heartbeat. So we're going to plug into her like an electrical socket or like an umbilical cord, right? We want to attach because we're going to be fed some beautiful energy. So there you go. And I'm clearing out some energy, some fear. So there is natural fear for connecting and tethering to Mother Earth. I'm not going to go into the reasons why, but there is old karma there of when you detached or when you've attached before that has human conditioning of some stories that have to do with fear-based experiences. And we won't go into the details of that, but there's some. Feels like shame and guilt. There we go. There, beautiful. So we're connected to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is connected to us. The core of the earth is how our human bodies flow with the heartbeat of Earth. Human consciousness or human experience for hundreds of thousands of years was vibrational. It's only in the past 4,000, 5,000 years that we've been patriarchal, dominant, controlling, and this is our natural way of being. So Mother Earth really thickening, stabilizing your sense of connection, and let's see what it is that we will be receiving today. Okay, beautiful. Because it's solstice, we are going to be receiving the ability to access light. Now, why is this important? I know people say love and light all the time. That's wonderful. But when you can find light at the center of the earth, that's a different kind of light. It is an incendent light. So most people talk about transcendent, right? Or ascension. And that's up. There is beautiful pure light that's coming in from the heavens, the cosmos, the starlight, the star beings. This light is coming from the core of the earth. We can call it earth light, but it's mixed because it's solstice with sunlight. Now, what is this going to do for us? A couple of things. It's going to lighten up our systems, lighten up our ability to be present amidst the dark. So consider it like an extra special light. And how that may manifest, and I'm just guessing here, is that you're going to find more joy, more hope, more sense of happiness amidst these dark times, or at least, and maybe you'll be able to laugh at something you would normally cry at. There's going to be a sense of lightness of being added, at least the accessibility of that. So this is earth light, sunlight. I'm going to find another word, plasma light. I'm sure I'll find another word. So what we're getting today in this beautiful universal grounding on solstice is an activation to awaken the light within that is grounded with the earth. Again, it's an inscendent kind. It's a unification. It finds light in unifying, as opposed to the light of the cosmos, which is expansive. The light of ascension, is unification. It's denser because it is of the earth, of the body, of the planet, the soil. So of the animals, of the creatures, of the waters and air and planets and everything connected on a dimensional galactic scale. So it's like you just went through the center of the earth and came out the other side, and there's the galaxy. Isn't that beautiful? So it's an incendent light. And with the replay, I'll send a more complex um, description of that. But Source wants us to get going because time is passing. So the first thing we're going to do is put in structures. We are dimensional beings that have complex, I'm not even going to go into it, but it's like you walked into not just a 747, you walked into one of those um, spaceships, and there's all these buttons and switches and flips and dials and that do all sorts of things. Our multidimensional energetic systems are really complex. So these structures are following this intention to say, okay, you just asked for this, and these structures are mapping it out for us. That's one set of structures. Another set of structures, evolutionary, are evolving the way that this request, this intention is manifesting within your system. So there's by the time I told you what they are, they'd already be done. There we go. And the second part of this process is building the framework. So we're going to create a physiological and energetic framework within your system. And I call it a system because you're more than just a body, right? You are an energetic being, a vibrational being that is a part of the fabric of life. There's a vital web, there's a divine web, and it's all interconnected with everything else. Remember I told you how complex it is? But let's simplify it. This framework is going to hold this intention of building this inscendent light, this light of awakening, this light that says connect with the earth, connect with everything on her, connect with the universe, connect with everything in it. Pure creation, pure manifestation. And this light is stabilizing as it is expansive. You're getting actually three things. You're getting light in the body, light as earth, light as spirit, all coming together as one. There we go. So this framework, it's going to start at your feet. It's going to do some rewiring, some rewriting within your cells, because each one of your cells are mini little universe. It's also going to rewire and rewrite your fascia, which is your dimensional informational network, kind of like railroads throughout your system. It's going to, of course, rewire your nervous system, the plasma in your blood, all the liquids, your bones, bone marrow, up into the heart, of course, and your spiritual heart, and into the brain, neural pathways, and everything that has to do with your energetic system. So starting at the feet, it's going to make its way up slowly, again into the tissue, cells, fascia, ankles, whew, bubbling up into your calves and shins. And this is also recalibration, and it's definitely going to help your nervous system regulate. Into the knees, flowing into the thighs, sinew, muscle, and into the pelvic girdle, pelvic region, your genitals, your colon. Ooh. Hips, lymph nodes. Thank you, the vagus nerve, which runs through the pelvis and touches virtually every single organ. That is also a communication network. Into your bladder, your lower intestines. Ooh, kidneys, kidneys, kidneys. Liver, stomach, Again, we're activating, building a framework to hold more light, an inscendent light that pulls you down to the awakening earth. It says you are one with me, with Gaia, with everything on her. Remember? Just remember. Up into the gallbladder, the spleen, the pancreas, the large intestines following the spine, into the sternum, the rib cage, the lungs, the physical heart, and all the chambers. Your heart is an electromagnetic machine that radiates a couple of feet outside your body, much more vibrational than your brain. Ooh, there we go. Top of the lungs, higher spiritual heart, thymus, shoulder blades, ooh, into the shoulders and armpits. Lymph nodes is important for someone, into the elbows, forearms, hands, palms, fingers, and up into the neck, throat chakra, thyroid. My body acts as a tuner and receiver. So if you hear me responding, it's because my body is telling me what's going on. I'm a play-by-play announcer here. Don't worry. It's not hurting me. It's not affecting me in any way. It's just an indicator of what's happening. Following the spine, all the way up into the brainstem. There we go. Now we're going to be in the brain for a little bit, in the neural pathways. Different aspects of the brain, cerebral cortex, which is your executive function, your third eye, pituitary, amygdala, pineal, eyelids, nerves of the eyes, sinuses, interesting, ears, inner ear canal, helping someone's balance, throat, teeth, jaw, We were talking about storms earlier. And sure enough, nature heard us because, of course, we're working very, very closely with Mother Gaia. She is a dimensional being that is the earth, really. And nature is rumbling here. Got the sun shining, but there's storm clouds rumbling, and I hear the clouds starting to pick up, or the wind starting to pick up. You may get a cleansing storm. Why? Because we talked about it. Everything's connected. Once you realize everything's connected and synchronicities start happening and you start noticing synchronicities, miracles become normal, right? Start noticing. Happy thank you more, please. Every time something synchronistic happens, happy thank you more, please. Next thing you know, more and more miracles start happening. being quiet because brain work takes, oh, yeah, part of brain work is speech. Okay, it's just wrapping up now. Just another couple seconds. Okay, now the second part of this equation is equally as cool. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch up. So this grounding cord, when we created a high frequency grounding cord, it's got you in the center and it stretches all the way up into the stars, past the moon, past our beautiful, glorious sun, into the galaxy, into the next galaxy, and the next galaxy. We're connecting to this pure light of awareness. And it's acting like circuitry. These are light codes of plasma-like energy. Plasma is liquid light. Liquid light also in the sun. This is coming from the very center of the sun, the central sun, and it's holding the codes to activate this intention of inscendent reality, this awakening to the unification of body, mind, spirit with the earth. So it's coming down. Oh, it's got a long way to go, so it's traveling down. And it's coming into the brain. Now, what these light codes are, think of them like little tiny engines, but they're really obviously quantum. So they're um, subtle energy sparks, seeds, subtle energy droplets that are going everywhere to turn on, activate the machines to the framework that we just built. They're igniting this new possibility. And it's trickling down from the brain. Oh, it's not done yet. It's going into the neural pathways, the synapses, of course, the different aspects of the third eye. And coming down the spine into the neck, the throat chakra, the thyroid. And now finally down into the shoulders, down each of the arms, elbows, palms. Fingers, hands. And now back up to your neck, clavicle, into your upper lungs. Down into your spiritual heart, rib cage, your organic heart. And down into your midsection, your core, all your organs, following your spine. Fusing the liver, kidneys, adrenals. Oh, there's a lot of relaxation as the circuitries start to come on board. You're going to feel more, even more, when we integrate down into the hips, genitals, following the vagus nerve into your legs, ooh, knees, calves, feet. Beautiful. And connecting to the core of the earth, the sacred geometrical torus-like movement. And this torus needs to be integrated. So we're integrating in all space, all time, all realities, all dimensions, all realms, all fields, interdimensionally catching up, physicalizing. Beautiful. Integrating the entire system, coming into your brain consciousness, your nervous system. Now you're going to start feeling it. Sometimes the biggest movements happen in integration. Remember, you are dimensional. And we just did a lot of shifting and moving and changing things around. Like we took puzzle pieces out, we put some new ones in, we reshaped them. Now integration says, hey, come on back together. And there's a wonderful, calming, peaceful sense. Because what is Inscendent light? Inscendent light reconnects you to the wholeness. Transcendent, ascension, expands you out. Inscendent is both expansive and incendiary, meaning it pulls you into the wholeness of life. The connection to your inner sense of awareness that knows that it's has a light body that's connected ecologically to the earth. And that's a part that a lot of people that practice love and light miss. Why? Because ascendant qualities require that you meet what's in between you and the center of the earth. And what's between you and the center of the earth is all this collective karma, all this personal karma, all this genetic karma, all this stuff that's being stirred up right now in the ancestral, in the incarnational, in the collective. But when you have this light, it is an extra tool that says, okay, darkness, hey, I got some of this light in my tool belt. Yeah, go ahead, come on up. I got some extra light to meet you with. All darkness wants is to be seen, acknowledged. Past lives repressed, pushed down, oppressed, ignored, creating cycles of self-fulfilling processes. You want to break the cycle by allowing it to come up, being with it, not being attached to the fear or the emotion or the grief or the pain, but becoming a witness, allowing it to flow freely, and the attachment fades. You know, when you're really evolving, when you stop reacting and you start responding to life. There we go, integrating the chakras and the energy bodies, including the physical, etheric, emotional, mental. Oof. Oof. A lot of calming happening. Beautiful. That was a nice movement. Integrating the genetics. I'm going to put in some special integrating structures here because the genetics are particularly dense. And integrating the organs, especially the heart, kidneys, liver, and for some of you, the lymphatics. I know that's the endocrine system, but okay, thank you. Integrating the cellular function, cellular consciousness, really important for this particular movement because light is liquid plasma. Liquid plasma alters and rewrites and rewires the cells, rewrites and rewires the fascia. Oh, thank you. So integrating also the fascia, cellular function, cellular consciousness, fascia consciousness. There we go. Ooh, that's tingling in some of you. Beautiful. This earth light is meeting sunlight. The two halves are becoming whole. When you think of earth light, you don't think of light, you don't think of awakening. You think of maybe density and soil and water and air, but it's the earth is awakening. She's a part of our history. She's a part of her story, our story. We've just forgotten. It's been erased. Whew. Integrating our intelligence system. This is how the body talks to each other as it functions as a separate intelligence. Is integrating the life field. Combination of every single one of your human life experiences. That's shifted, that's changed. And finally integrating your luminous egg, all your entire overall system and all of consciousness. Beautiful. So we're going to bring in this Inscendent energy now. It's divine love, the universal language that connects everything, but it's infused with Inscendent light. Think of Inscendence like a tree. So transcendent is the higher branches of the tree. Inscendent is the lower trunk and the roots, right? It reaches deeper and deeper into the earth to remember your primordial self, to receive the nutrition, the nourishment from the awakening, anchoring, the stability of our Earth Mother, of living itself. There's a primary author of Inscendent's theory. Well, I wouldn't even call it a theory because we're doing it. His name is Thomas Berry, Berry. He wrote The Dream of the Earth and the Great Work. And he says we don't need transcendence. We need this. We need a connection to spirit, to universe beyond the ordinary, where we're all one. We're all unified, a part of a greater pre-rational, this instinctive sense. Like if you go beyond the mind into this primordial sense, you're going to find this deeper connection that shapes your world differently from a holistic perspective, but yet still maintains all that cosmic mystery, right? This is Inscendent light. This is the gift you got today for showing up, for celebrating summer solstice, for letting the solstice angels gift you with sunlight and earth light. We're letting the angel Jophiel illuminate what isn't, into opening to this emergent awareness that says, I am the earth is me. We are all connected. It supports other various philosophies. Self-actualization, embodiment, the living expression of your awakening. Yes, it's harder to do, but here we are starting with this template, with this light body activation. Beautiful. I don't know if you can feel it. Your system is like more effervescent, more bubbly. But yet within this bubbly effervescence is a deep, still quality. A stability that is almost beyond words, right? It's the internal centering that Christ talks about when he talks about the peace that passes all understanding. Because it's the internal infinite space that never changes. Now, this is how you ground in uncertain times. You find the spot within you, the flow within you that never changes. But it's hard to maintain. We have to embody it. And the more we pull this Inscendent light, the more it bumps into what? Things that aren't light. And it's a process that keeps evolving, keeps growing. The reward is you can start living your authentic nature. Truth starts being easier and easier to discern. Your bullshit meter is off the chart. It says, yeah, that isn't true. Natural witchcraft, the Wiccans, the shamans, all knew what Inscendent light was. They had different names for it, I'm sure. Taps into the power of that inner knowing that's connected to everything, and it's within everything. So of course, it's within us. Angel Jophiel blessing you now with some little sparks of Inscendent light. You got a blessing from the solstice angels, a blessing from the angel Jophiel. These sparks are going into the deepest, darkest places so that when you do stumble upon them, you're going to have little lamps light the way. Wonderful gift from the angel Jophiel to you for simply showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we end the beautiful Sanskrit mantra. When translated, it means very simply, may we be led from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May there be peace and freedom within the earth, and may we be conduits of that. Om Asatoma Sakamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Nirtyormaham Tramgamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Guryo Namaha. Beautiful. This Inscendent light will indeed help you access more peace, starting from within. So much gratitude and love for the amount of support we received today, the special freedom and opportunity angels, the solstice angels, of course, the Divine Mother in all her glory and love. Thank you to Angel Jophiel. Thank you for showing up here tonight. Taking a deep breath, lifting you up and out of this space of grace. And again, bowing my head in love, in gratitude. It is done. It is complete. So it is, so it is, so it is. Until next time, be blessed.